Hello students. Today we are going to learn how to write an equation from a graph. As you recall, normally the equation form is y equals mx plus b. So we are going to say y equals blank x plus blank. Okay? We know m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. Now for this particular problem here, it's really nice because it has dots right there. So you can go from one dot to the next and figure out the slope. First, we're going to start with B, and it's where it crosses the y-axis, and that's called the y-intercept. So we go up, and that is going to be at 2. Now, we also know that it's going down and to the right, so it's a negative slope, so I'm going to put a negative in there, and I'm going to go from one dot to the next. I go down 1 over 1. So that's -1. So there's your equation, y equals -1x plus 2. Okay, and we're done. Next, we're going to go over to this one, and we're going to do it again. Y equals blank x plus blank. So we go y equals blank x plus blank. And we're going to start with our y-intercept. And we say, where does this line cross the y-axis? Oh, gee, it's at 2 again. I really didn't do that on purpose, but there's your 2. Now from the slope, we have 2 dots there, and it's like, how do we get there? Well, it's going down and to the right, so we know it's a negative. So we start at 1 dot, and how do we get to the next? 1, 2, 3. So it's -3 over, how much do we go over? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So y equals -3/4 x plus 2. Okay? Then on this number 7, we see it's a horizontal line. And we remember, oh, that is it 0 slope or undefined slope? Because there's really, it doesn't go up and it doesn't go down. So it's 0 slope. So we could say y equals blank x plus blank. But we know 0x means it's not going to go up, it's not going to go down, so we don't even have to write it. So we say y equals, and it looks like it's 1 below the origin, so y equals -1. And if we wanted to try out some points, we could do an XYT chart. We could go, if I put 0 in, what do I get for y? -1. If I put 1 in for x, what do I get for y? -1. If I put -1 in for x, what do I get for y? -1. And all 3 of those points would be on that line. So we know that the equation is y equals -1. Okay, next we're going to jump over to number 12. And by the way, this was number 1. This was number 6. This is number 7. And this is number 12. Okay, so we first, again, y equals blank x plus blank. Let's go ahead and write that out. So we have to figure out, okay, where does it cross the y-axis? That looks like it's at 3. So this is going to be a 3. And what is our slope? Rise 1, run 2. Rise 1, run 2. And I double check to make sure this is a positive slope. That's a positive number. 0 slope, that makes sense. This goes down and to the right. It's got to be a negative number because it's a negative slope. This one also goes down and to the right. Negative number, negative slope. So that makes total sense. Hopefully that gives you a good start on doing 7.1c. Good luck, students. You rock.